blending has changed me. How? Well, my impression of what I've done the last 2.5 months is I feel like I've done a lot less teaching and a lot more giving out some directions and saying, here's iPads, here's some technology, here's a computer, now you go learn it. And then in 2 weeks, I'm gonna give you a test and see if you learned anything. And I really don't have a lot of faith in that for my 10th graders. You know, I got 15 and 16-year-old high school students who just haven't been successful in the 2 chapters that I use this technique, where I made an outline of important state objectives, what they were supposed to learn, gave them some direction as to some videos, some websites to go to, and some discussion questions that they should be able to answer on a test and so forth. And the 2 chapter test that I did, the scores were very low, lower than normal. I mean, biology is a hard class, all right? So I'm going to have low scores, but it seemed like the kids that were making C's dropped to D's and F's. The A kids make A kids because they're smart. They can do pretty much anything you ask them to. But the C kids, the ones that are in the middle, and of course the lower ones, they suffered the most. So instead of having a nice bell curve, I still had a bunch of A's, all right, but I had a lot more D's and F's using that technique. And I just didn't feel that the kids were learning because they felt like they had a little bit of too much freedom, be having a computer in front of them and being in a classroom of 25 kids. It's very easy to get 25 kids sitting with your friend and not being very productive. If this was a true blending and this was done at home, I think it would be a lot more successful because it'd be them and the computer. There would be very little, I hope, there'd be no other friends around. They could devote 100% of their attention to their assignment, to their research, and they might be more successful. But being in a classroom with too many kids and too many opportunities to socialize just didn't work real well. And now, you know, what can I do? What can I do to make it better? Well, the biggest thing I think I need to do is to be a lot more specific in the direction that I give them. You know, if I say, watch a video over DNA transcription, then I need to tell them, give them the URL to the video so everybody sees the same video. And then I could have 4 or 5 questions designed to that video that they could then answer while they're watching it and everybody's on the same page. I think my mistake was I was just under the impression that, you know, they would watch a video, they would get enough out of it, but they didn't. And if they did watch it, I don't know if they understood what they watched. Well, see, that's where my teaching needs to come in. That's why I need to probably bring them back up, put some examples on the board, and do a 20, 25-minute lecture if I need to, which I think I need to with 10th graders, 16-year-old, not quite as responsible as maybe college freshmen and sophomores to get the work done.